Far beneath the rhythmic hum of the cooling fans, deep inside the sprawling metallic jungle of the motherboard, the meticulously organized cleaning squad was executing a flawless patrol until an unforeseen menace abruptly shattered their peace. Trudging at the very back of the line, intern Capacitor was happily waving his yellow claws when he suddenly tripped hard over a bizarre pitch-black obstacle. Scrambling to his feet, his googly eyes widened in sheer terror as he gazed upon a massive, glossy black pipeline snaking its way ominously across the towering ram slots. Viewed through their microscopic lens, its surface was covered in jagged, overlapping scales and speckled with trapped dust, making it look exactly like a slumbering, colossal black serpent. Capacitor's silent screams and frantically clacking claws immediately alerted the rest of the team, prompting Captain Moon to bravely step forward with his glowing starlight baton raised in defense. Gliding in on her roller skates, Smart quickly scanned the anomaly with her hologram tablet, revealing a shocking truth. This was no alien snake, but a single strand of human biological keratin storing a dangerously massive static charge. Viewed from high above, this single strand of hair had woven itself into a chaotic, sprawling labyrinth, its dark coils vibrating and twisting like a living monster every time a breeze from the exhaust fans swept through the circuitry. Curiosity getting the better of him, Bite Dog trotted over for a quick sniff, only to be blasted by a sudden arc of blue static electricity that sent the braided puppy yelping and cowering behind Giant's massive treads. Furious at the unprovoked attack, Capacitor recklessly charged forward, clamping his yellow claws down hard on the strand to teach it a lesson. Instantly, his claws were magnetically fused to the hair by the intense static field, and as he desperately tried to pull away, the incredibly elastic strand stretched tight before violently slingshotting him high into the air. The poor intern tumbled helplessly before plunging straight into a dense, tangled knot, trapped tight with only his spinning googly eyes visible to beg for help. Eager to play the hero, Wise the monkey whipped his flexible tail and leaped onto a suspended section of the hair to swing down for a rescue. But the keratin surface was far too slippery. Panicking as he slid, Wise frantically wrapped his arms, legs, and tail around the strand, ending up hilariously suspended upside down like a tied-up sausage. Losing his patience, the heavy-duty tanker giant marched forward, gripping the hair with his powerful mechanical hands and revving his engines to rip it free. However, as he pulled, the other end of the hair began to tightly constrict around a fragile glass capacitor, the delicate component beginning to crack under the immense pressure. Recognizing the impending disaster, Captain Moon frantically waved his baton, ordering Giant to stop immediately, while Smart warned that physical brute force would only destroy the delicate motherboard components. It was time for a precision microsurgery. Wisdom the spider stepped up to the challenge, his tactical backpack clicking open to reveal a gleaming, razor-sharp pair of micro scissors designed specifically for ultra-tough materials. Scurrying rapidly up the ram tower, Wisdom reached the tangled knot and delivered a highly satisfying, crisp snip, releasing the tension and dropping a relieved capacitor safely to the floor. Without missing a beat, the mechanical spider crawled along the strand and snipped Wise free, dropping the comical monkey perfectly into Giant's waiting bucket. With the immediate danger neutralized, it was time to dismantle the labyrinth. Smart projected a 3D hologram map while Genius hovered above on his jet boots, painting optimal cutting nodes onto the hair with pinpoint red lasers. Moving with breathtaking speed, Wisdom darted from one laser dot to the next, his micro scissors slicing through the thick keratin with incredibly crisp, crunchy snips that echoed with oddly satisfying perfection. Supported by Wise, who used his tail to catch the severed segments, The once terrifying giant serpent was swiftly chopped into dozens of harmless, perfectly straight little logs. As the final snip severed the maze's core, the squad cheered, but the battlefield was now littered with severed hair segments and tiny white flakes of dandruff. Waving his baton, Moon initiated the cleanup phase, and Giant immediately went to work, picking up the hair segments and rolling them between his massive steel palms to perfectly coil them into neat, tiny black tires. Capacitor and Wise eagerly gathered the remaining pieces, tossing them to Giant until a perfectly organized stack of hair coils rested on the floor. With a smooth mechanical whine, Giant's micro-vacuum deployed, swallowing the tightly coiled hair bundles with absolute, jam-free perfection. Smart then took center stage, gracefully zigzagging her roller skates around the component pins, while her glowing fiber optic duster swept away the microscopic white dandruff flakes. Genius assisted by using his jet boot exhaust to corral the remaining dust into a neat pile, allowing Giant to scoop it all up effortlessly with a single swipe of his bucket. Where a terrifying, filthy labyrinth had just stood, the copper surface now gleamed flawlessly, reflecting the brilliant lighting without a single imperfection. Bite Dog happily wagged his braided tail to buff out the final shine, and Wisdom proudly tucked his micro-scissors away. Standing shoulder to shoulder against the backdrop of the newly liberated electronic forest, the incredibly proud toy robots raised their arms in their signature victory pose under the warm yellow LED light. With a magical sweeping wipe of Smart's glowing duster, the micro-world dissolved, transitioning the audience into a breathtaking deep blue neon ocean void. As brilliant stage spotlights illuminated the victorious cleaning squad, Captain Moon elegantly doffed his pilot helmet in a deep aristocratic bow. From the wings, Giant and Capacitor pushed a massive translucent 3D like button to the center of the stage, allowing Smart to skate past and tap it with her duster, making it glow with a magnificent blue aura. Tumbling down from the darkness above, Wise dropped a glossy, vibrant red subscribe plaque, which Capacitor immediately hugged tight, blinking his googly eyes in a hilariously desperate plea to the viewers. Soaring overhead, Genius painted a golden notification bell out of mist, providing the perfect target for Bite Dog to take a running leap and headbutt with its USB nose. A crisp, resonant chime shattered the silence, radiating gorgeous golden sound waves that ignited a spectacular, screen-filling barrage of digital pixel fireworks. A breathtaking waterfall of sparkling confetti rained down on the overjoyed squad, with Capacitor dancing wildly, Wisdom curiously analyzing a single glowing flake, and Giant happily catching the glittering rain in his massive bucket. As Smart flashed a radiant smile and gently brushed a piece of confetti from Bite Dog's nose, the camera slowly pulled back, revealing the familiar teal neon borders of the recommended video frames. With a heavy, authoritative clank, a solid steel block bearing the Cleaning Squad logo dropped into the center of the screen, its polished surface reflecting the dazzling fireworks. Right below it, a warm, neon white, "Thanks for watching" message gently faded into view, softly illuminating the toy models' faces. As the outro music swelled and slowly faded into a soothing melody, the fireworks dimmed and the stage spotlights gradually narrowed. The team stepped back into the comforting shadows, leaving only the brilliant logo and the adorable puppy in the light. With one final cute bark and a wag of its tail, Bite Dog let the darkness consume the stage, leaving only the bright blue glow of its USB nose to blink a final, charming goodbye before the screen faded completely to black.